Sometimes in life things will not always go your way. You might be driving off to work one day and then accidentally hit an old lady with your Toyota Camry. Now some people will just drive away, let the law catch up to them and face 25 to life. But you know who isn't some people? VoidS1n. VoidS1n is the type of guy who will stay with the old lady, make sure she gets sent to the ER, send her flowers, and even visit her during her visitation hours, unlike her own children who will only FaceTime her because work got too hectic. VoidS1n is the type of guy who will eventually find forgiveness. And you know what we call that in today's day and age? A top 4. In today's video, we'll be going over this Heaven Sent Angels VOD where, yeah, he did accidentally hit that lady with his Toyota Camry. But he still managed to pull through and find forgiveness. What a fantastic player. Now let's get on to the game. Alright, so now we are finally into VoidS1n's VOD. Now this, if you can see like the little banner like right next to my camera, like right there, you can see a little bit of the tidbit where it's supposed to say Mecha Cup. Mecha Cup, for those of you who don't know, is a Riot hosted event where it's basically taking a lot of the top players on the North American ladder, and whoever signs up and whoever makes it to what's called the screenshot of basically they just take a, they look at the leaderboards and they say, okay, X person is like number 100, X person is ranked 120 or whatever, right? And you basically take those players and whoever signed up and matches the screenshots gets invited to play in the Mecha Cup. So quite honestly, this term is technically open to everybody as long as you are hitting that solo queue requirement of X amount of LP. Usually the very bottom of the leaderboard is like, I think of the screenshots, like around 500 to 600 LP. So if you're hovering around that area at the very minimum, feel free to like sign up for Mecha Cup, try to participate in it. It's definitely a really cool tournament. But anyways, here, we might have skipped over it a little bit, but he did take the admin that is the scaling HP admin, which every 5 seconds, your team gains 6 HP. Now, going into the 2-1 augments, we have Pandora's Bench, Consistency, and Electrocharge. Now, this board sucks. I don't think you have to be a very good player to understand that this board is terrible, right? He has Nasus pair, Wukong pair, scaling HP admin, so you know his early game's weak. Terribly weak board. Right, so out of all these options, consistency definitely seems to be the best choice. It's like not even close. So what we're gonna do here, well, whenever you take consistency, you got to make sure that you scout the lobby. You make sure you look around and make sure that everybody, and I mean everybody, ideally will win against your board. And that's what he seems to deduce here. So what he's gonna do, he's going to sell as many units as he can to make 10. And yeah, he has 1 Blitzcrank on his board, but that's okay. He knows he wants to lose anyways. Early game HP, it's not that valuable. I mean, it's valuable, but, you don't need it in order to win out. And usually what ends up happening is that when you lose streak the early game, we're going to put this on 4x speed here real quick. But whenever you're losing out throughout the early game, you know for a fact that you're rolling down on either 3-2 or 3-5. Now, what's the difference? 3-2 is sort of, if it's a really strong lobby and you need to spike your board kind of ASAP because you're losing way too much HP way too fast, 3-2 is okay. 3-5 tends to be sort of more the meta in terms of like the lose streak early game and then rolling down. The reason why is that by 3-5, you have enough money that you can pretty much go to level 7 and still have a decent amount of money saved up that you can roll down and look for really strong units, spike your board from there, and then play from that spot. Now, as you're lose streaking throughout the early game, you got to think about, okay, what is my out? What units do I want to play around? And as we can see here, VoidS1n picks up a really, really great item combination here. And I'll pause the video in just a second so you can see what it is. But here he has sword, rod, chain, tier, bow. Why is this so good? This is really good because it opens up 2 lines in particular. It opens up LeBlanc, but it also keeps Kai'Sa open. Now, Kai'Sa is the more obvious one. You have the Shiv plus the Gunblade Slam. Pretty standard, pretty great for Kai'Sa. But LeBlanc is actually also an option here as well, where we have Archangel's GA and open bow. So you have 2 options here. And now, personally speaking, I don't think I would slam anything just yet. You know you're going to lose, and you know you want to preserve HP, but because he's going to still keep playing this board, which is like quite honestly dog shit, right? He has 2 units on his board and really nothing else. There's no way he's really killing one anyways. You can see here he actually does decide to slam the items here, but at the end of the day, he did not need to do that. Also, he didn't make the 30 gold threshold here, which if he did, he would have known that he was playing down a unit. So quite honestly, slamming here and sort of narrowing your focus down into just LeBlanc here, I don't agree with. See, he doesn't even kill 1 unit here anyway, so there really wasn't any point in slamming. But regardless of that, here, making 38, but gonna make 40. And again, all about losing throughout the early game to keep that lose streak going and try to build up as much economy as we can so we can roll down on either 3-2 or 3-5. Now, the pace of this lobby is probably pretty slow. And I can say that because it's a gray hero augment. Prismatic lobbies are different. It hurts like hell when you lose streak early and it's a prismatic lobby. And here's what we can see. Even though it's a gray augment off of 2-1, he's already at 62, which is very low for a lose streaking early game. So he's already in kind of a bad spot, but you know, you could do a 3-2 roll down, totally acceptable, totally fine. But because he only needs to lose like 3 more rounds, he could play for the LeBlanc and 3-5 it instead for level 7, and that's okay too. And he's also sitting on a duplicator, so quite honestly, if he does it on 3-5 and he's willing to like play with that little low HP, that's okay as well, because the duplicator basically ensures he hits at least one of the 2-star 3 costs he's looking for, whether that be Shen, LeBlanc, or whoever. Now, there's one important thing to keep in mind here, though. One important thing. This round, this particular spot is where he hit the old lady. What? Why does he hit the old lady here? What's wrong with his spot here? It is 3-1. There's 3 seconds left on the clock. But he did not tailor his augments. That is the problem. In case you somehow still are not aware of the augment chance table, where did it go? I think it just closed itself. Oh, no, here it is. In case you're still not aware of this, I talk about this all the time. Silver first. You should always be using this whenever you can. He knows that it's a 40% chance to be a hero augment. 40% chance. There is a 40% chance he hits an old lady with his car here. And why can I say that? It's because if it is a hero augment, it's fucked. He wants to play around LeBlanc. He wants aim assist. LeBlanc's carry augment. He doesn't hit aim assist here. It's a lot harder. There won't be any Shen augments either. We know that because he doesn't have defender in. He only has brawlers in. His augments are terrible for LeBlanc. So quite honestly, if it's a 2-3-3 or like a 3-2-3 or whatever, he has to get kind of lucky here. If he hits the hero augment, he has to be pretty fucking damn lucky here. And what do we see here? Well, let's fast forward a little bit, and sure enough, hero augments. Ooh. Viego in today's meta. Ooh. Not good. So what do we do from the spot, right? Well, luckily enough, sure, he did hit the old lady. Big data. She's not dead. So, still playable. We're still okay. Somehow he high rolled the Warwick augment here. Big data. And he's able to still play and maybe play around, you know, LeBlanc with the 4 admin with 3 hacker at level 7. Okay as well. Which, that's also the reason why he's not rolling here, because there's no way he can keep the Warwick in here. While he has like a Blitz 2. With like the LeBlanc board, plus LeBlanc board needs 3 hacker, plus like some flex. So like, it doesn't really make sense to roll on 6 here. So anyways, he's going to keep losing here. And he's going to try to, on 3-5, roll it down. Now, fair enough. Now again, we're going to, you know, keep fast forwarding here. Not much to talk about. He's going to just keep losing. He's going to lose on 3-4. And, you know, he is 40 HP though. So quite honestly, if you wanted to start winning here, that's okay too. Maybe it's not as ideal. You might as well just lose that 1 extra round just so that you get even more consistency gold. But Jesus Christ. 33 HP on 3-3. 33 HP on 3-3. We're halfway through stage 3 and this guy has lost 66%, 2/3 of his HP. This spot is very, very difficult to recover from. So how do we recover from the spot, right? Well, okay, it's going to be a 3-5 roll down. We know that for a fact. 3-5 roll down. And here is where a lot of low elo players would mess up. Here, a lot of low elo players will think, if I don't hit the LeBlancs, it's an 8th, go next. Let's play this in normal speed. What does he do? Starts rolling down. He hits, you know, a Jax, hits double A Soul. Pretty nice on level 7. But keeps going. Hits the Pike 2, great. You notice something? Where are the Shens? Where are the LeBlancs? What's going on here? We're not hitting our units here. It has to be an 8th. Right? There's no way this board is even going to ensure us our streak. Like, how the fuck are we going to play from the spot? This seems like a terrible spot to play from. How the fuck? This game's over, right? This game has to be over. We were supposed to play Hacker LeBlanc. We didn't hit our LeBlancs. It's an 8th. GG, go next. That's why you aren't very good at the game. Now, no flame. But you need to keep in mind, when you're rolling down on 3-5 at level 7, you need to stay flexible. You need to stay flexible because if you do not stay flexible, you will just tunnel vision and miss opportunities. Here, he hit Warwick pair and the Aesol pair. He did not hit any LeBlancs, but he hit Aesol pair. So he's going to flex around the Aesols and play around 6 Brawler instead. And you'll see here, he's actually going to keep rolling down here because he knows his board can be stronger here. And he didn't even like zero out. He just rolled down to like about 30 gold. And you might have noticed he even sold the Pike. And he saw the LeBlancs, not picking them up anymore. Because he's now committed to this Aesol line where he's playing 6 Brawler and Aesol flex. That's his board. And now you might be wondering, like, Aesol flex? No Aesol augment? What? 6 Brawler, this, sure, ooh, Warwick 2. But besides that, what the fuck? This is the board? This is our board. This is how we're going to try to win out this lobby. Terrible spot. What a terrible spot. This guy has to be going in. Yap. No. You see, he might have hit that old lady with his card. Old lady, arm bleeding. But VoidS1n, instead of just saying, oh god, it's an 8, she's going to die, takes his hoodie off, flashes his abs a little bit, because he's a rippling individual, but I'm getting a little sidetracked here. Ties it around her arm to stop the bleeding. Makeshift band-aid. +2 effectiveness for the fan service. Alright? He is doing his best to play whatever he can and whatever he's hitting. And that's what's important. The meta is not as unbalanced as you think. People just tunnel vision on Hacker thinking that if they don't hit their units, the game is over. That is not true. Stay flexible. Stay open. Stay open-minded to the different opportunities that are presented to you and try to play around those. All right? Let's play a little game. How long is he going to win for? How long will he streak for with this board? This dog shit board. How long is he going to win for? Surely he doesn't win for that long, right? We're in 4-2 now. We're at stage 4-2. There's no way. People have 4 cost hero augments on 3-2. There's no way this guy is able to keep playing this dog tier board and win out, right? Who would say that Aesol 6 Brawler is a strong board? No one does. No one does. That doesn't make on anybody's tier list. 8 Brawler is strong, sure, but we're not playing Jax carry here. We're playing Aesol carry. Aesol carry and Warwick duo carry. Surely this board sucks, right? No way, right? No way. Now, I'm going to fast forward a little bit more here because, you know, he's just going to win streak out. Because even though it might not be the most meta board, he's still playing flexible, still playing at whatever tier 2, you know, 4 cost heroes he hit. And surprisingly enough, it's working out. Now, I do slow down the video here down to regular speed. Why did I slow it down to regular speed here? I want to talk about this. 4-3. 4-3. Not a standard interval, right? So you wouldn't think about leveling here. Ever. Right? Most players would never think about leveling here ever. So why is it that VoidS1n levels here? A brilliant move, by the way, to level here up until level 8 and technically Garen. Why is this move so brilliant? Why is this such a smart decision to make? Ooh, it's not a standard interval. Ooh, what is he doing? He has no economy left. Please. He keeps the consistency value going. He's on a 4 streak. He's basically playing up another unit now. He basically said, hey, I'm going to throw in an extra unit. And now all my brawlers have defender buff. Ooh. And on top of that, what is he rolling for on 8? What? Think about it. He has Lee Sin pair, Aesol pair, and a Garen. So the only upgrades he's looking for are Lee Sin, Garen, Aesol. Having an extra 10, 15 gold maybe here to roll down and try to hit those upgrades, very unlikely. So what he's going to do instead is that he's going to keep this board, and he's going to keep this board going. And instead of trying to look for it on 4-5, he's going to look for it on 5-1 because he knows his board is strong enough to keep up and contest the lobby. And he knows that he'll be able to have way more money to look for and search for these units that are most likely not very contested. Garen, sure, contested quite a bit. But Aesol? No. Very likely he'll be able to find this Aesol on 5-1. Brilliant move to level up. And as you can see here, yeah, 6 Brawler Aesol. Weird fucking board with the Garen on it. Ugh. Still winning. He's still going. His win streak is still going. Ain't that something? He's going to keep going. He's going to keep this consistency going. This guy's got Lucian 3. Mana Zane Kaisa. No way. Still wins. Still wins. Still going. Hits the Naturals the Lee Sin 2. Naturals the Lee Sin 2. He's only looking for the Garens and the Aesols on level 8. And surprisingly enough, this board stays up. It stays true. Now, obviously, at a certain point, Ace-1 can only keep up for so long, right? So we know for a fact 5-1, we have to roll down for that Ace-0. We have to look for the Ace-2. We have to look for the Garen 2, right? We do have to keep in mind, though, of a couple things. As stellar of a role model of a player that this man is, here's the first mistakes. This, on 5-1, is where he makes 2 blunders. First, he's looking at this for way too long. He's looking at the anvil for way too long. By the time he picks his component here, you got to make a faster decision than this. By the time he picks a component, 11 seconds left on the clock to make a decision here. 11 seconds on the clock to go, okay, yeah, what was I supposed to do again? He needs to now slam his items immediately, and he needs to roll down. He has Garen in the shop, great. Look for the Garen 2, look for the Ace-2. He needs to hit these 2 upgrades to not only keep the streak going, but to make sure that he stays at 2 life. 33 HP in stage 5 is just about 2 life. Just about 2 lives left, right? Hits the Garen 2, terrific. 4 seconds left on the clock. Gets dizzy with his slams. Get dizzy with his units. Uh-oh. 0 seconds left on the clock. Ace-1. Ace-1. Oh, God. Ace-1, no slams. He was supposed to slam a Zephyr on this round. Didn't slam the Zephyr. Didn't slam the Titans. Where are you going, sir? Slam your fucking shit. And we'll see here that he eventually will not. He's eventually going to lose. He will lose this round. And he loses this round because he was not able to slam the Zephyr. He could have Zephyred the frontline mech Garen. Much better position to be in. Plus, he would have had Ace-2, which, you know, this guy's double Zhonya's. You look at this board, it's pretty high roll with a Fawn, but still potentially winnable. And he could have won this and could have kept the streak going, potentially, if he hit the Ace-2, but he did not. Kind of rolled like a boomer. Took way too long trying to figure out his components. Terrible blunder. But here, natural Ace-2, fine. Life is good. What do we do from this spot? What are we doing from this spot? We have potentially maybe Jax 3, maybe Riven 3. But we're already sitting on 46 gold here. What's our decision? Do we slow roll on H trying to hit the Jax? Or, you know, try to play around some legendary level 9? Well, what's the game plan here, right? What's the game plan here? Well, you might notice something on this board, actually. I'm going to pause it again. What is he missing on his board? He has healing from Thrill. Terrific. He has an AD carry, an AP carry. Terrific. Dual carries. He has decent frontline with 6 Brawler. Terrific. What's he missing? What's he missing? Oh, I forgot to mention, he also has anti-heal because of the Ace-ul. But what is he missing here, right? MR shred. 0 MR shred. So what is the correct plan here? Well, he knows that Brawlers is contested in this lobby, so it makes no sense to play around Brawlers for Jax 3. So it makes sense to go to level 9 and try to tech in something like Morgana, so that he can get MR shred onto his board, and that will be his board. So we are going to fast forward here again. And quite honestly, he sells the Riven pair here because he knows for a fact that he isn't going to play around those 3-star units because there's no point. Plus, he doesn't even itemize the Riven at all in this spot, so why would you ever try to play around a Riven 3? Makes no sense. So we are going to fast forward here, and again, try to eco as soon as we can, and try to go to level 9, and try to tech in that Morgana, try to tech in that MR shred, and that will be our board. Now, interestingly enough here, and we'll see in just a little bit in a second, on the carousel here, do you see what I see? Morgana with an Ionic Spark. There's also a Shiv here. 2 very great options here that you can take. And, you know, he is going to tech into Morgana, but he doesn't have one on his bench yet. So picking up this Morgana here with the Ionic Spark here, terrific choice. As we can see here, VoidS1n, big brain, big daddy. What? Picks up the Ionic Spark and the Morgana. Terrific. So what do we do here, right? Sees another Morgana in his shop. What do we do here? Bit of a spoiler, you can kind of tell. But we're going to push levels to level 9. What? But if we push levels to level 9, 7 gold. Our eco's fucked again. No. Leveling to 9 here is always the correct call. Brilliant play. Why level so quickly, right? Why not try to save up, slowly tech in legendaries at level 9? And, you know, most people would say that if you're going to go to another level, to the next level, you should almost always have like 20 gold. That way you can roll on that level a little bit and play around those odds and see what you hit there, right? So why are we leveling up so quickly? Almost like we're in a rush here. Well, we are in a rush. We're in a rush. We're 17 HP. We're basically 1 life. We are 1 bad fight away from just completely being out of the tournament. So leveling now, teching in the Morgana, and making sure that we are saying, hey, we're going to be playing against people who might still be level 8. It's only 5-5 right now. Going level 9 here is pretty early. But he knows two things. One, he knows for a fact that he has no legendary he's really looking for. Maybe Fiddlesticks. Who else? Maybe Fiddlesticks. Doesn't really matter. He has no other upgrades to look for. He has Garen 2, Warwick 2, Acel 2. All his other brawlers, all his shitters are upgraded. He knows he can't pivot out because pivoting out of these brawlers would cost a lot of money. And he's only 1 life. So the odds of him being able to save up a lot of money and being able to tech in all these legendaries and 2-star 5 costs or whatever, it's really low. So leveling to 9 there was incredibly smart. An incredibly strong way of saying, hey, I know the limitations of I know how strong my comp is going to be able to get. I know it's going to only get so far. So leveling to 9 here, as early as it was, very smart decision. And we're going to fast forward a little bit more here. And as we can see here, we are now in stage 6. He hits the Morgana 2. Nothing to roll for. Nothing to roll for. Maybe he finds Fiddlesticks 2 if he rolls down a little bit here. Maybe he finds a random Jax 3. But realistically, there's nothing to roll for here. So there's no reason to even roll. And this is kind of his board. This is it. And we're going to fast forward a little bit here on 2x speed. But as we can see here, he's 17 HP. He's now in 3rd. He's now in 3rd with this HP. Crazy. He was at 33 HP at 3-3. And he's managed to go from 33 down to 17. But now he's 3rd place. He's above VoidS1n and Cottontail, who both die. And sure enough, VoidS1n dies here too. Sure enough, VoidS1n dies here too. But guess what? Not only is it a top 4, it's a 3rd. It's a 3rd. VoidS1n has finally gotten the old lady to forgiven him. And that is the game. Very beautifully played. And I hope you guys learned something. Take care, guys. Happy climbing.